Good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. We are at the Unity Spiritual Center of Sachse, and we are here to do our guided meditation. So if you have a moment to get settled in your chair, take your time, just get comfortable. Move around as you need to really get settled. And right here and right now, let's just take a few nice deep breaths. Breathe in that breath of God, the brand new day, the brand new year, the day unwritten, this gift of life that we each have this day. We breathe in the breath of God, and we breathe out all those things that are not like that perfect creation of God. Anything that is residue, any old feelings, anything that's unsettled in you, just imagine that you're breathing it out. Breathe in the breath of God. Notice that as you breathe in, you know how much to breathe. You know what's comfortable. You don't have to sort what comes in into different types of gases or anything like that. Your body has the divine intelligence to know what to do with this air. And likewise, we just trust that as we breathe in this life, our mind, body, spirit, heart knows exactly how to use this to our highest good. The energy, it's not just the air, obviously, but the energy of life itself, and it's going to every part of our body exactly where it needs to be to do the highest good. And as you breathe out, again, let's just affirm that this is a cleansing breath. So anything you no longer have need of is just washed through. And in that cycle of breathing, there will come a point where you feel what's coming in is clean and what's going out is clean. It may take longer times than others to get to that point, but just keep going and you'll get there. Meanwhile, we consciously relax again our bodies. Whatever position is comfortable for you, hands open and receiving or not, legs uncrossed is helpful. Just whatever feels really settled and comfortable. If you need to drop your shoulders, drop your jaw, wherever, just notice where you may be carrying stress. And allow yourself to release. Sometimes we just even hold our stomach muscles clenched and we don't know we are until we just consciously choose to relax. So let's breathe nice and deeply, and we affirm that right here, right now, we feel the presence of that living, loving God. The energy that created us sustains us. The energy that creates us in each moment sustains us, loves us, nurtures us, provides all we need to keep living and to keep thriving. Within reach, touching our hands, is answer to everything we need. All answers within reach. We swim in a sea of solutions, and we consciously go there together right now. Breathing. If there's anything you have left that you want to place on an altar, to say, I no longer carry this with me. Let me place this in your hands. It can be worry, concern for others. Know that they are sustained, that as you set this aside, it's not your care you're setting aside. It's your worry. It's your fear. They rest in the arms of the Father just as you do. And we allow them to be buoyed up by that love, by that sustaining energy as we renew ourselves and walk deeper. So now in this moment, see as though there's this beautiful arched doorway. Whatever colors, whatever stonework or not, whatever comes into your mind that appeals to you. It is a very inviting door, and you walk through, and you're in a gorgeous garden, every color imaginable. And you know in your heart that the blossoms themselves, it's as though they're there to celebrate life with you. They're there to bless you and lift your heart. They're there as a sign that life always continues. And you walk further. And you hear the sound of water running, and you are drawn to it. You walk slowly forward. The temperature is perfect. You feel so completely relaxed and joyful and peaceful in this place. And you walk toward the sound of the water. And you find a small, private pool of water. And you look up and there's this waterfall cascading down into the water. You're the only one there. You may feel a presence of a guiding force or a dear, dear friend. But this is for you. This is your space. And you step closer and put your feet in the water, and it's so clear and clean, and it's so just warm and comforting to the touch. And you smile and you wade in and you walk over to where you make your way to where the water cascades down. And you look up and you feel the energy, feel the wind against your face that's created from the water falling down. Feel the mist as it begins to touch your face and your shoulders, and you put your hands into the water. Feel the life in that water, that moving water. Going somewhere quickly, yet with great ease. Simply moving with the flow. And it's transported to its true place, just simply going with the flow. And you can feel so much life in this water that it's as though somehow it senses your presence as much as you can feel it. You feel connected to it, sharing the life in this place. And you feel joy, gratitude, that all you need is provided you in this time. And you recognize an invitation that as we in Earth move from one year to another, we have an opportunity to recognize, to release the old and embrace the new. And a waterfall is a wonderful place to do that. So we choose in this time to cleanse, but as we do, remember, as we release that which no longer serves We release the fear and the struggle, and we keep and treasure the gift and the lesson, the wisdom. So there's no fear again about sorting that which we need to release and that which we need to keep. Our divine wisdom will know. So you step into a comfortable place and allow this water to wash over you. You can breathe easily. It feels terrific. It's blessing your body. You feel it as though that's what it's there for, and it feels like it's performing its purpose by blessing you. And you accept and feel gratitude. So imagine now the beginning of 2020, whatever was going through your mind at that time, whatever you were concerned about, just see it washing away. Whatever stresses were there, just see it cleansing. And remember all the lessons, all the blessings, all the gratitude. You'll feel that well up as you do this too. There were many wonderful things that also happened in that year. Many wonderful lessons that we'll be unpacking for years to come that are blessings. We are not negating that. We are just washing away that which we no longer have need of. We say thank you for the lesson, the struggle, you served your purpose, and we let you go with blessing. So think about January, whatever you may have been doing. If you don't remember specifically, don't strain. Just, you know what your daily routine was like. Gently move to February. Any concerns, any people you want to bless, if someone comes into your mind, just bless them. See them showered in their own sacred space. There's no strain. It's just whatever floats through your mind. Give it blessing. Give it release. Give it gratitude. And into March, where we felt a shift in our whole earth consciousness. You may even see and feel the fear as it came up. But just pour, pour, pour. Cleansing energy. And I'm seeing like silver threads, that there was so much potential that we were gifted with in this time. There is never a problem without a gift for it in our hands, being placed in our hands. So we receive the gift. We release the fear. And into April, imagine pouring love, pouring love into all those ones who were in fear or angst over anything, and collectively. If you can pull back and see the planet, see it attempting to cleanse and renew itself in all aspects, mind, body, spirit, heart. Knowing as we do that there really is no time and space, let's pour energy even into that space now. In retrospect, let's just pour that energy of knowing this is headed somewhere good. Whether we feel it yet or not, this is all an evolution towards enlightenment for all. We are all precious, spiritual, divine creatures having an earthly experience. We pour that knowledge into whatever gyrations or struggles we as a planet or individuals may have been going through. If it helps, imagine the whole earth being showered with a cleansing energy. Till only the good and the purpose of all of this is what remains. And into May and June, Both you personally, maybe some of your own events or experiences come up. Maybe you're thinking collectively, I'm kind of feeling both. Just pour that energy into any of those who were sick in mind, body, or spirit, struggling in any way. We bless them, we lift them. When I do retrospective, sometimes I feel pangs for those that I feel I should have been there for more. Let's pour that energy to them right here and right now. Or maybe we didn't know at the time that they were struggling. Let's pour our energy of support and saying, wherever you are, God is, and all is well. No matter what the problem seems to be, the presence of God is right here and right now. Into June, into July, just pouring that energy, feeling all the little shifts that were going on and the big shifts that were going on, blessing the people of the world, blessing you, your family, the animals, whoever is in need. Into July, into August, September, as we move through the summertime, cleansing. Maybe events pop into your mind that you were dealing with at that time. Just know, despite appearances, always, goodness was walking with you, because there's an evolution we cannot always see, often don't see. And it is always toward the good. Some of it we are very aware of, and when you feel that, center into it. Celebrate that golden moment when you recognize how blessed you are and you were. Thank you, God, for the eyes to see. And imagine, just hold a moment in your thought where you knew you were protected, you knew you were loved, you knew everything was going to be okay. Just hold that in thought for a moment. And let yourself think, what if? What if always this is the truth? And just in that moment I saw it. That always I am loved. That always I am treasured. That always I am guided. That my footsteps take me higher, always. And you move through September and October, and again, just blessing all the angst of the earth, all the struggle, everything that appeared to be divisive, knowing that even though it felt so real, God's hand is in all of this. We are being healed always. We move forward, we move upward. And just pour love into the hearts of any struggling, whether you see yourself on their side or not, and allow yourself the vision that we are all in this together. We are all one. Earth has a different perspective than the truth. There is always a higher truth where we could not be separate. We all play a part in this evolution. Just pour peace into the hearts of all that struggling. See them soothed. See angers tempered. See fears calmed. See hearts soothed. See griefs comforted. See hopes held up. And And as we move into the holiday times and into October, November, December, see that we allow our hearts to soften around the holidays. Somehow we allow being loving is more acceptable for some reason. And so we open to all of those ones, praying for each other, saying goodwill for all. Light being that which we focus on. Blessed by celestial events even. Together focused on peace and goodwill. How wonderful that we end each year that way. So step back and see the year as a whole. See yourself under that waterfall again. And just let's affirm that everything again, all the struggle, all the fear, all the connecting to others' struggle and fear, we choose in this moment to see it cleansed off our bodies like as though we were rolling around in the dirt, and now that water is just washing us clean. That dirt does not belong to our body. It just accumulated, and we are washing it clean. Feel that refreshing feeling you have when you are cleansing. And as you, just as with the breath, when you come to that place where you feel very cleansed and renewed, we affirm that that life, that wonderful waterfall that has light and life within it, is pouring into our very beings, and not just our physical bodies, obviously, but that energy seeps in every pore, every cell of our body. Imagine that light going exactly where it needs to go. And that as it touches each cell, it reminds that cell how to function to its highest. So we're affirming health. What needs to be healed, it's just aligning right with its highest purpose. Our organs functioning together and perfectly. Our muscles, our bones being reminded. This is how health feels. Connect with the rest. No separateness. Function as a whole. And you feel as though a string is being pulled from the top of your head, aligning your spine. You're being pulled upward. Your head sits very comfortably on your neck and shoulders. You feel your spine coming into perfect alignment. And as you do, all your organs in your abdomen go where they belong, and everything just hums with purpose and high function. And you feel within your heart that sense of peace. Hope blossoms to joy and gratitude. And you feel that presence that has been in the background, your guidance, your loved ones, however you envision that, steps forward with a gigantic smile and takes your hands. And you do that incredible eye-to-eye contact where the light communicates between you. Perhaps you see yourself sitting on the side somewhere, whatever feels comfortable in your envisioning. And in this space, we go within quietly for a while to give and receive. Ask questions. What do I most need to know in this time? And listen. The answer may come in a feeling or in words. But let's have some quiet time to listen. We do so now. I'm getting that we're being calibrated for the new year. That if there was any sense of struggle, it's between the old and the new, not knowing what you want to still hold on to and what you want to move forward with. So let's just trust, new concept, that right here and right now, our highest good is calling us to align with it, to allow all the good that we were meant to be and to have, that we willingly align with the power of goodness itself. And that power is in experiencing joy and gratitude and wholeness on every level. That as we step forward and see ones that we can be of service to, we know what to do. We don't have to even know ahead of time. We're just so aligned with that goodness that each next step seems obvious. We love with a great love. We choose with the wisdom of the ages behind us and through us. God celebrates when we choose joy, Imagine that. The happier we are, the more the angels dance. Isn't that a lovely thought? It's like, yes, they get it. That's what life is meant to be. That water does not hold back as it streams over the fall. It just allows. The flower blooms perfectly. It's not about the one next to it. It just expresses and blossoms. And we can be so attuned to our divine nature that we just are. Our light just shines. We get out of our own way and allow. And when we align with that divine, it's like the light is shining directly above us. And as we know in the noon shadow, there is no noon shadow. There's no shadow when it's right above you. So we experience the light fully. Picture yourself reaching out to one that you know is in need in this time. Whoever first pops in your head, they're probably the one. And just see them filled to overflowing with this light and love you recognize. Say, despite appearances, right here, I know this for you. You are immersed in this. I put this in your spiritual bank account. I see you swimming in possibility and solutions. I see healing seeping into your pores. Wherever you even hope, you open the door and let it rush in. I see you smiling and whole and doing all the wonderful creative things you were meant to do. I see you dancing in your whole self. And as they come to fullness in your vision, imagine them joining this circle that would bless others. They pick someone, they shine, they can't help but shine as they are full and full of gratitude and joy. And imagine spreading that love is so much easier than we think. It's just being. You're shining whether you mean to or not when you are loving. Imagine that just being yourself is providing light. You never know what your smile means to someone, what a simple gesture will trigger joy in them and a remembrance of who they really are. And then they walk and give that to someone else. We are being called to be our whole selves. But remember, if you falter, every bit of you that you let come through is still light shining. So sometimes that's going to be a flicker or a spark, and sometimes it'll be a raging bonfire. You are always light. You allow, you calibrate to the circumstance. Just be, just be. Let's bring that in for a moment too. Just be. What does that feel like in our bodies? Let's solidify that experience in our hearts, in our minds, in all levels. What does that feel like? Call that memory forth. Relate that to anything. Stop yourself in the day sometimes when you're feeling your fullness. Ask yourself why. How am I aligning? We're learning ourselves. We're experimenting with our own energy. What reminds me most of who I am? And that's part of your tools that you carry forward to realign when you get off. We know we are love. Anyone here hearing this, you're here because you want to be of service, that you are called to love fully and to be the light. Just know you already are that. You already are that. And you are already blessing more than you know. You tingle with that life. Everything you do is infused with this blessing. And when you intend to infuse, it is exponentially poured into the world. So our intention is to spread peace, joy, soothing energy, comfort, wholeness, healing. We catch our words, we catch our thoughts, and direct it back to the light until that is so second nature. It's who we really are. It's first nature, really. Our first nature is love. Our first nature is light. Our first nature is evolution. And we are all in this together. Together we walk forward with all knowledge and peace as our beingness. Very gently bring your attention to those things that are day to day for you now, and see it infused with this energy consciously. You don't necessarily have to see how yet. Just know that whatever is going on in your earthly day to day is infused with this powerful energy that comes from the all. Whatever you touch, you will watch it change and evolve forward and upward. This body responds to this healing energy and is more comfortable and more functional, more cooperative. As we listen to it, it listens to this gratitude. Feel your heart so quick to love, and just setting aside the judgments and fears, choosing the light. And very gently bring your physical body. You may move your fingers or your toes. Again, bring your body into alignment. Remind it how to be. Know that as you step forward, every day is a day unwritten. If you get off track from something you were intending to do for the new year, it's not about what day it is. Every day is new and fresh and unwritten. Just come back. Just come back. Take notes and come back. So we come back to this physical body. When you're comfortable, you can open your eyes. Thank you, God, for this life that we are, this place that we are with our circumstances, the gifts that we have, the people in our world. Onward and upward always. We choose to walk in love. So we invite you to come back in about 20 minutes, whatever hour that is for you. Locally here it's 11 a.m. because that's when we have our service. And Kim Andrews is an amazing spiritual leader. If you haven't heard her yet, she always gives a very usable, high blessing in her messages. And so we ask you to join us for that. This is a very loving community. Whether you join us online or in person, just please feel free to join us. It's very, very welcoming and wonderful. So go through your day. Happy New Year. Happy Sunday. Happy new day always. We let it be so. Namaste.